can't, man, what a month April was. According to the headline I read yesterday, April was the coldest month since 1999. On Monday morning this week, we were at 40 degrees. Here it is Wednesday afternoon, and we're about 85 degrees. So we went from heat to air conditioning in 2 days. So as you can see, I have got Autosteer hooked up in this tractor. Wow, I do like it. But unlike most guys who use Autosteer, we have got too many trees here for it to work perfectly. Hold on, I'm coming to the end here. I'm still using a marker as a backup at this point until I am more familiar with this thing. Because we do lose signal under these trees here. Okay, so as I was saying, unlike most guys who are using Autosteer, we've just got too many trees around. When we get too close to the end, we lose the signal. And what I'm finding out with Autosteer, that signal does not come back immediately in order to use Autosteer. So I'll learn how to use this eventually. But so far so good. I do like it. It took us a while to get all of the right pieces down here to fit the Magnum tractor. None of these brackets came with the Autosteer unit. You have to order them separately depending on the tractor you're going to use it in. So we've got it all hooked up here. What I did find in my trials yesterday before I came to the field is that the steering wheel is a little bit tight when you need to take over on the end. So I stopped at my local hardware store and got a suicide knob here to put on the steering wheel. That makes it much easier on the end to grab this wheel and take control when you need to. This particular tractor has some play in the steering wheel. I was concerned on how that was going to work with this Autosteer, but I fooled with the setting in the system there, and I've got it set pretty good. We're following the line and staying on within about an inch or so. The first couple passes I made yesterday trying it out, we were going all over the place in the field, but I think I've got it calmed down a little bit, and I'm pleased with this. So my original intent was to put it on this tractor to plant with, and then move it to the John Deere that I do most of my spraying with. But I see a second unit in my future here. I'll see how difficult and how quickly I can move this from one tractor to another. I did get all of my spraying done before we planted the corn. So I can do all of the planting first, and then when it's time to spray beans, I can take an hour or two to switch this over. That's the game plan. We'll see how it goes. So it appears everyone got started planting corn this week. A lot of guys started on Monday. My neighbor, I saw him start yesterday. There was some corn planted 2 weeks ago. Haven't heard how that corn fared because we had a wet and cold 2 weeks. We had I think we had about 2 inches of rain during that 2 week period. Plus it was cold, didn't get much above 60 degrees. But some guys had to try it, but I don't know if it came up or what it's looking like. But everybody is in full force this week. We're going to have a good week. No more rain until Saturday, Sunday, I believe. Groundhog hole. But temperatures in the 80s the rest of the week, so everybody's going to knock this corn out or get most of it planted this week, I think. I am no-tilling right now, but I do have some ground to work. Letting it dry out. I'm going to no-till all day today, and then we're going to work some ground tomorrow. I think we'll be okay by tomorrow, and then go ahead and get it planted. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. So as you may have just seen, this is the switch to engage the auto track. I have it mounted up here, but I'm so used to hitting this switch for the 3-point hitch for other operations that I find myself hitting this switch. Originally I had this switch mounted here. It was just too close to this one, and I automatically was going to this one, so I've moved the switch up a couple inches, and I'm getting better at it. It is hard to teach old dog new tricks sometimes. So we've got the new display here, although it's not new. There are newer displays out now, but it's new to me compared to the brown box. I do like this display only because of the fields. You can program every field into this display. With the brown box, you're limited to 5 fields, so we're constantly overwriting and putting in new tracks. This display, I've got just about all of my fields entered in here now, so that is great. It's not the touchscreen display. We've got a dial here to select what you need to select. But it is an improvement over the brown box. I do like it. Took a little bit to get this adapted to the wiring that I've got here now. Hold tight, let me get turned around here. I don't have very long rows. So as I was saying, getting this display adapted to my wiring, the brown box uses these flat connectors. The newer display uses a square connector. So I think, as I said in an earlier video maybe, that Ag Express Electronics, they're very helpful. They were able to make a conversion wire for me to connect the brown box, or to go from the brown box to the 2600 display. We have not put the new wiring in the John Deere tractor yet. That wiring that I have in there currently does not allow an auto track system, so I had to get a new wiring harness. I do have that, we just haven't installed it yet, but we'll get around to it when I'm ready to move this over. Alright, that is the update for now. We're just gonna keep on rolling here. I guess I can pull out my phone now and catch up on all the news and post on all the social media websites, send all of my texts, watch YouTube videos, do all of that good stuff. You may end up seeing this tractor run down in the river or something. I'll get so engrossed in what I'm doing and forget to look up and turn around at the end. See ya!